Hello and welcome here. Over the course of House of the Dragon, Aemond's attitude of retaliation evolved as he matured after Luke took out his left eye when he was a tween. Aemond's stance on revenge first appears to have abruptly changed, and the time jumps between episodes of the program make Aemond's decision to stop injuring Lucerys seem startling. However, it makes sense for his character inside House of the Dragon's internal logic. After all, in House of the Dragon, what could appear to be a rapid shift toward a viewer binging the show actually happens over a long period of time. The persona that Season 1 concludes with is vastly different from the uncomfortable and reserved Aemond that Lucerys cut during their altercation at Driftmark. The arrogant young guy who first appears in Episode 8 is self-assured, preoccupied, and most importantly shows plenty of Targaryen light-hearted malice toward Luke, deliberately taking pleasure in how uneasy and terrified his nephew is. Aemond is a shy and irritated preteen when he first appears to viewers in House of the Dragon Episode 6 since he was not given a dragon as a baby. However, he displays extraordinary bravery in mounting and seizing the enormous dragon Wagar at Driftmark after its previous owner Laena had passed away. Aemond's transformation occurred when he gained control of Wagar, which gave him confidence in his Targaryen might and jolted him with conceit. After Laena's kids became upset by his claiming their mother's dragon, that confidence was paired with his boiling animosity for his nephews Lucerys and Lucerys. That sparked the altercation that resulted in Aemond's eye loss, but despite Alicent's insistence that Luke's punishment be matched with an eye for an eye, in retaliation for the occurrence, Aemond chose to defuse the situation and reassure his mother that everything would be well. Aemond has changed his mind by the time of the House of the Dragon conclusion, which occurs after a few episodes and a few years in the universe. While Aemond teases Lucerys about his alleged bastard status in Episode 8, where Rhaenyra and Alicent's families meet for the final time before the civil war breaks out, in the conclusion, his venomous attention is focused on Luke. Aemond had already committed himself in marriage to one of Borro's daughters, so when Luke is unable to persuade Borro's Baratheon to support him, Aemond demands that Luke amputate one of his eyes in order to fully level the playing field. Borro's chastises Aemond for implying such violence in his hall, yet Aemond's malice contrasts with his youthful action. Aemond reveals to Ser Criston in Episode 8 that he has learned how to use his sword to battle, ride his horse and dragon, study his history, and understand philosophy throughout the time leap. Even though Aegon is the one who will succeed him, he has set his eyes on being a capable and strategic leader, and that goal has influenced all of his choices and pursuits since claiming Wagar and suffering his wounds. His fixation with rising to the position of great leadership and perhaps eventual kingship also contributes to his descent into brutality and malice, since power corrupts. Aemond makes hints during the last episodes of Season 1 that he is flirting dangerously with the latter, in reference to the legendary Westeros proverb, when a Targaryen is born, the gods flip a coin. One side greatness, the other lunacy. The manner of Lucerys' death, however, is where Aemond exhibits a glimmer of redemption and where House of the Dragon diverges from Fire and Blood. The tragedy occurs in the show when both brothers lose control of their dragons, as opposed to the novel where Aemond purposely sends Wagar on a mission to find and kill Rhaenyra's son. Eryx, the dragon of Lucerys, disobeys his lord and fires Wagar, causing the latter to rebel against Aemond and rend Lucerys to pieces. It is the second instance in Season 1 when an oversight and misunderstanding serve as the impetus for the civil war in Season 2 after Alicent failed to comprehend Viserys was not referring to Aegon as the promised prince in his final words. The fact that Aemond was not directly to blame for Lucerys' demise enhances his personality. It becomes evident that Wagar's action was not authorized by Aemond, and that his main goal was to terrify Lucerys. Although a vindictive individual who enjoys hurting his nephews mentally, murder was a boundary he didn't want to cross. The coin that will ultimately decide which Targaryen he will become has not yet come to rest. It will be interesting to see how this incident affects his storyline in later seasons of House of the Dragon and how much more the series diverges from Fire and Blood. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.